I found I had multiple conversations in the past week with individuals around the topic of self discipline. So that's what I'm bringing you today. I read an article from Inc. magazine that only 8% of people reach their goals. Now, I'm not talking New Year's resolutions, I'm talking goals in general. Only 8% of people actually achieve and attain what they set their mind to. So today I want to talk about self-discipline, and I want you to okay, so self-discipline. Having a lack of self-discipline is literally a form of self-sabotage. And I know you know that because you've experienced it. I remember I did a teaching a few months back all around procrastination, and somebody specifically said, I know what I need to be doing and I'm still not doing it. Can you relate to that? If that is like hitting a bell, an aha moment, say yes. Give me a high five. I just want to hear that you can relate to that. I know what I need to be doing and I'm still not doing it. So maybe this is with your health. You know that meal planning, exercise, drinking water, eating healthier, eating out less will make you feel better and get you to your weight loss goal, but you're still not doing it. Or you know what you need to be doing in your business, more sales calls or creating content or applying to jobs, and you're still not doing it. Does this resonate? Does this make sense? You know what you need to do and you're still not doing it. So here's what I want to offer you. Last week, I had a conversation with this woman who I can totally relate to. High achiever, really excels at work, former athlete, but her pain points lack self discipline, negative self talk, kind of fallen into this negative feedback loop, getting more of the same, lost her passion, doesn't feel that purpose. What is her why? So she's literally going through life's motions feeling stuck. But she really emphasized lack of self discipline. Then I had somebody reach out and message me, hey, can you recommend a book for self discipline? You don't need a book on self discipline. You need to get clear on what it is that you want and start taking the action. What happens is you get so in your head, and maybe it's, self discipline is a symptom of a much deeper rooted problem. Self discipline is what you're experiencing on the surface level. But I am telling you, it's in your subconscious mind, it's in your beliefs that is keeping you stuck from taking action, doing the things you know you need to do. So, on that note, self discipline being a symptom, let's talk about, other things that go around that. Self sabotage, procrastination, self doubt, imposter syndrome. You can see that all of these negative things are leading to a lack of self discipline. Or potentially, do you ever find yourself being consistently inconsistent? I used to find myself doing that. I was really consistent at being inconsistent. I would have the motivation, inspiration to get started, and I wouldn't finish. So that's another symptom of lack of self discipline is lack of follow through. Can you relate to that? So I'd love to hear from you before I go on. Around the focus of self discipline, what area of life are you finding you lack it? Health, finances, business, work, relationships? Where are you keeping yourself stuck? Where are you holding yourself back? A lack of self discipline is feeling that resistance, feeling stuck, feeling fear, feeling the discomfort, and you keep yourself stuck. That's what's happening. So, somebody mentioned lack self discipline and health. That's the big one. That's an obvious one. And guess what? I'll share my experience that when I lack self discipline around food, and for me, I found I'm an emotional eater. When I'm stressed, when I'm bored, I eat. So you have to catch yourself and go, oh, all right, I have a goal to look this way, to be this way, whatever your fitness health goal is. But I'm lacking self discipline by numbing out, by overeating. What are you feeling so bad about that? You're stuffing that, you're suppressing emotions that want to be felt. Where are my procrastinators? Procrastinators unite. Are you lacking self-discipline in your business, at work, projects, deadlines? Where are you lacking self-discipline? All right, so let's go on. Around the idea of lacking self discipline, I want you to understand this. And this is ultimately what I teach my coaching clients in my unlimited group membership. Um, is you have to get so clear on version 2.0 of you, and you have to get so clear on what it is that you want in your life, because you can have, be, do, and experience anything you want in this lifetime when you get out of your own way. What you have to do, step number one, you have to get really clear and honest. Who are you currently being? So, somebody who lacks self discipline, procrastinates, doesn't have follow through, insecure, self doubt, all those traits, get really honest on them. Get honest that you're stuck in that negative feedback loop. You're stuck in the monkey mind. Be honest about the negative habits keeping you stuck. Then the good stuff, right? You have to understand this really comes down to breaking the habit of being yourself. So when you get clear on the life that you do want, the health you want, the relationships you want, the finances you want, the experiences, the homes, the business, it doesn't matter the condition, fill in the blank. You get clear on that. Then you have to get clear, what does version 2.0 of you look like? The person that has everything you desire is going to have self discipline. They're going to have empowering thoughts. They're going to have the positive self talk and healthy habits. They're going to have follow through. They're going to have consistency. They're going to feel confident. And if you don't currently feel confident, you're going to do habits and things to build confidence. I love this saying, like, this is a real wake up call. I think it was Jesse Itzler who I heard speak live a few years ago. But here's what he shared, and I want you to think of this too. I don't want to get to my last day and look back and meet a version of me who I could have been. That would be like my biggest regret of all of life. I do not want on my last day to see who I could have been, what I could have had in this lifetime, had I had the self discipline, had I had the mindset, the beliefs, the habits of my version 2.0, of my highest self, of my ideal self. I want to get to my last day on earth and see the highest version of me and realize that is who I became. That is the life I lived. And you have this potential too. Does that resonate? Does that make sense? That you have two options when it comes down to it. On your last day on earth, do you want to meet the highest best version of you and be like, fuck yeah, we did it? Or are you going to keep yourself stuck, keep yourself in this vicious feedback loop of lack of self-discipline, self-sabotage, procrastination, self-doubt, talking yourself out of greatness and being like, dang, that could have been me? That's not what I want for you. So here's what I want to offer you. If you are finding yourself in this repetitive loop of feeling stuck, of like knowing what you need to do and still not doing it, or a perpetual researcher, always like seeking information but never implementing it, never applying it, I would love to help you break the habit of being yourself, bridging that gap from where you are to where you want to be. There are two ways to work with me. You can visit my website, heatherhakes.com, and join my unlimited membership. It's group coaching. Or if you're ready to go all in, a full immersion experience and work with me one on one, I do offer one on one coaching as well. But ultimately, it comes down to this. And what I found is most people ultimately lack that self discipline, lack the accountability, don't have clarity. Are you in that space as well? Do you not even have clarity on what you want in this lifetime because you're so stuck in autopilot, so stuck on that hamster wheel going nowhere? Because I've also been there. But here's what happens. Humans, we ultimately seek pleasure and we avoid pain. But what happens is that A lot of the times you're going to wait until it's like mission critical before you create change in your life. And I just want you to know, if you have any tinge of dissatisfaction right here, right now, that small dissatisfaction can be enough to ignite you to create change. And it ultimately comes down to a decision and a commitment. That's what I talk about. You have to decide you want more for yourself. You have to decide you are tired of being stuck, and then you have to commit to change. That's what this journey and this process is all about, committing to change. It's the game of change. I know you're seeking freedom or abundance or health or prosperity or whatever it is, but ultimately you're truly seeking freedom. And freedom doesn't come through money. Freedom is a state of mind. Money can be a byproduct. Money can be something that comes to you because you're living from this version 2.0, this high energy. But until you get out of your own way and you break the habit of being yourself, nothing in your life is going to change. You've heard this before. What is the definition of insanity? Doing the same things over and over, expecting new results. You know what saying I love is, most people are intimidated by your potential. And here you are sitting in self doubt, the imposter syndrome. Who am I to do this? But people on the outside can see your potential. I know your potential. I know what you're capable of. I know what's possible for you, but you're stuck, right? You're in this vicious feedback loop and getting more of the same. Here's a quote actually I came across this morning. I want to share it with you, that ultimately your fate is determined by discipline rather than desire. If only 8% of the population actually achieves their goals, then there's evidence from 8% of the population that it is possible. But guess what? They are doing things differently. They have morning rituals, they have evening rituals, they have accountability, they have clarity, they have that forward focus, they have their why, they've created their mission, their passion, their purpose, and they have a reason to get up every single day. That's their driver. So if you find yourself going through the motions of life because been there, done that, this is your opportunity, that slight dissatisfaction. This is the time you can have a plot twist anytime. You are the author, director, writer, producer, and actor in your movie. Rewrite the script anytime you choose. But yes, ultimately, without self discipline, success is impossible. That's it. So, like that guy asked, you don't need a book. You know what you need to do. And so now it's having that follow through, creating self trust, taking actions, having non negotiables every single day. You don't need a 28 step morning routine. You don't need 50 things in front of you. Narrow your focus on one thing. Build self-trust. Build those good habits. Stop hitting the snooze button in the morning. Start there. If that helps you create self-discipline, start there. But ultimately, what I want to remind you is, you can comment and take in all of this content, but you have to apply and implement it into your life. If you just have one takeaway, that ultimately you've got to learn self discipline to create success in your life. Where are you going to start with that self discipline? And I know a couple of you mentioned health. Okay. So if health is what you are seeking, to feel good, to have high energy, to look good in a bikini or, at the beach, fit in that old pair of jeans, whatever it is for you, what does self-discipline look like? Meal prep, getting a personal trainer, joining a gym, signing up for a race. You've got to take action. We get ourselves stuck in this analysis paralysis. And that's what that woman shared last week. She's like, I'm a perpetual researcher. I'm always, trying to seek more information. You know what you need to do. So do it. Take action. But here's what I want to bring it full circle. Until you implement self discipline, success is impossible. So, today, what can you do to create more self discipline in your life? What can you do to create more clarity? Remember, you are the creator of your life. You can have, be, do anything you desire. And I'm here to help. So if you have